What up? What up? So it's been a while since I've done a video. I just been working out in the oil field, painting the rigs. Um, I want to do a video on train hopping initiation. This one's gonna be a quick one. I'm just trying to bring you guys something, a story, whenever I can, because it's been kind of hard lately to drop videos and been tired. Um, Training initiation. Um, I talked about this in a couple other videos, but I'll just do it again. Um, One of them that I was in was the Scurvy Bastards, and I got brought in Maine, but like I was hanging out with two Scurvy Bastards, my chick, I'm not gonna say her name at the time, and then my road dog, and some of y'all probably know them. I'm just not gonna put their names on here, because they're still riding the rails, and you never know. But I traveled with them from California, San Diego, all the way up in Oklahoma, where I got initiated was in Oklahoma into that train gang, and I'll talk about the other one I was in. Um, we were staying at another Scurvy Bastard's apartment before he started riding the rails with us, and he was with this chick. He just wanted to get out, ride the rails again, and we're getting drunker than fuck, and like the my girl that I was with, and then my road dog, like they were always talking about it. You know what I mean? That's how I got 1, 2, 3, and then stuff like that. And fucking, we're getting drunk. And I was like, I want to be in, and the main guy is because there's like punk rock. You know what I mean? Train hopping, but he had an apartment. He stopped for a while. He had a kid, and what they did was. It's like the old greaser movies you see, like Deuces Wild, where or and like shit like that, you know, and certain like greaser games where they burn you with a cigarette, and they only do it one a lot in the arm or wrist or whatever. Mine was on the wrist on my DRI tattoo right there. They burned off his leg with about 10 different cigarettes and a cigar. And we're drunk, just fighting, fucking, and it was a good night, drinking half gallons. My chick ended up getting arrested. We're in a park, and we had beef with this fucking, I guess, backwoods Oklahoma. You know what I mean? And he was either I think a Klan or a skinhead. And back then I was all punk rock, like fuck that shit. We had beef with them, and like I remember he tried to come in the door, and I pulled a fucking butcher knife out of the thing, started running for the door, and fucking the other scurvy's like, no, stop, don't do it, fucking, because I would have went to prison. And me and my chick took off to the park, and they're following us around this backwoods ass Oklahoma town, acting hard, and we didn't give a fuck, you know what I mean? Like, we ain't no punks, you know what I mean? We're from the streets, you know what I mean? And it's like, if we die, we die. If we go to prison, we do. And Abe stayed at his at his fucking apartment, and me, Goldie, and Knuckles fucking went down to the park, and like Knuckles ran like crazy. Oh, I says that is good. It's what it is. Um, but Road Dog fucking he took off somewhere, and then me and the chick I was with were on the swings, and we're swinging, and like the cops roll up, and they're like ran our names. She had a warrant, so she had to go to jail for like a week. So we're me, another road dog, another scurvy bastard. We're all stuck in fucking there waiting for her to get out so we can bounce out. And she was telling us about the jail in this place in Oklahoma. I can't remember where it was, but it had guys and women. They're all in cells and like just fucking backwoods. And I remember her bitching about that song, chew tobacco, spit. She's all, that's all they played in there, fucking redneck hillbillies. And that's what it is, you know what I mean? I like country, I like shit like that now. You know, I changed a lot, you know, from being locked up. And that's what a lot of these train hopping kids and a lot of you guys, some of you my followers, or some of you talking shit you don't understand. Because I kept getting locked up from that shit, you know what I mean? And some of you want to call me a oogle, fuck you, bitch. And like some of you still writing saying that shit, I probably hot more rails than you, so fuck off. Not that I really give a fuck. And then as a part of another train gang called Liver Death Squad, like liver, like your liver death squad. And to get initiated in that, it wasn't like you got burnt or anything, but you had like a shoestring or a chain, and all the way around it, you had to have 30 fucking, the tops, the half gallons, you know what I mean? You pop them off, and you had to have 30 of them, and fucking, you had to drink it with a liver death squad. It says his name, Connor, they called him Kid, or Goose. He died in New York. That was my little brother. And then his twin brother, Keenan, got cut in half in Fort Worth, fell into a knuckle of a train. I told you guys about that and shit. Both twin brothers, the ones I took on the rails. But anyways, and then I got that tattooed later on. LDS, upside down cross, liver death squad. I always get shit when I get locked up. They're like, what does that mean, Latter-day Saint? Shit like that. But fucking, nah, that's just a couple initiations and this shit like that. And then I've been put in a cruise, like one called Coolest Crew Ever. I tattooed over it because I didn't really kick it that long, and they just kind of put me in it, and it was just kind of lame. Like, they're kind of like anarcho-punk fucks, and it just wasn't my scene, you know what I mean? And when I got, oh, that's a good story. Damn, I forgot about that one. Fuck, that's a flashback. We get into Tucson, I was with the same chick, but this time I was with Connor, the one that I'm talking about that put me in Liver Death Squad, with Dan. He's, I can't say too much about Dan because Dan never said if he wanted to be on his videos or not. I'm not going to put his last name, no one fucking knows really. But, we hit Tucson. We didn't know anyone. We knew there was like some punk rock kids around, but there was a collective out there and fucking, not really a collective. It was just an actual house. They weren't living in a squat. I mean, a lot of them hopped trains and they'd let people stay there. You could tell mommy and daddy fucking bought them the house, whatever. And we all just came from fucking, where the fuck were we? They were in California and Colton, and then Colton and San Bernardino, out in that fucking hobo jungle down there. Just getting high, you know what I mean? We're getting spagackled out there. Hopped a train in Tucson or whatever. I don't remember if we hitched or hopped a train. Oh yeah, we did hop a train. It took us fucking forever because we're stuck, man. We're stuck for fucking weeks just getting high down there and shit. So we're doing bad, and fucking me and Connor, my ex, his chick, Bailey, we all get into Tucson and we all have bugs, body lice, from being in that hobo jungle. And what they do is they go around your neck, you know what I mean? They're little bugs, and you can make them fight. So we thought it was cool as fuck. I was like, let's make mine fight yours. It's all fucking gone, you know what I mean? And it's just it's just a fucking horrible shit, but that's a part of living on the streets, you know what I mean? So these kids, we told them, because we tell you straight up, man, we ain't gonna go in your house with bugs and then infect your house and everyone in it. They're like, no, you can stay in the backyard. You guys are gonna have to strip butt naked and put all your clothes in the washer. So we had to do all that shit. We're just sitting back there naked, drinking half gallons and not giving a fuck. You know what I mean? Typical punk rock, like fuck, you know what I mean? Gutter punk, shit like that. You know what I mean? And that's just like some of the things I haven't like touched down on, like kind of the scenes I kicked it with, because you know, I kicked it with skinheads when I was hopping freight trains, and like the freight train riders didn't like them. Me, like, I didn't give a fuck, you know what I mean? I liked it, you know, it was violent. Anything like that to me, you know, I was about it, you know what I mean? Greasers, you know what I mean? And rockabilly kids, psychobilly, fucking gutter punks, shit like that in California where they have a big scene. Then you go to New York City and they still hold on to those subcultures, you know what I mean? Which is kind of fucking cool. You know, and it used to be like that where I'm from, out here in New Mexico. The scene out here in Farmington is dead. There used to be a bunch of punk rock shows, get fucked up. I used to wear a chain around my pants, you know what I mean? And that was my weapon of choice, you know what I mean? Someone's got out of line, fucking pull out that chain, boom. Happened at Brooks that all the time. Especially like West Virginia, a bike chain. I got surrounded by a bunch of fixie kids. I think I told that in a story, and they're all trying to jump me and Connor, and he had his big ass dog Max barking and shit, and then I beat up that fool, smashing his face. But anyways, fucking, that's just some of those stories, you know what I mean? But yeah, when it comes to like initiation, that's how I was initiating a lot of this shit. Sometimes they make you piss on your rag. Um, a lot of people don't even roll in crews like that. Or, I mean, some do. Like Jailbird J was in the Flying Thumbs, um, shit like that. And I don't know how much of that's still around. You know what I mean? Like people don't realize like a lot of that train hopping shit came from like FTRA and shit. So it's like it's pretty fucking. A lot of them are pussies. Though they didn't like FTRA and they're fucking. If you were about it, they'd fucking like try to jump you or like if you talked about it because they were against it. You know what I mean? And someone is trying to tell me to talk about like that Antifa shit. You know what I mean? There was a bunch of kids like that hopping trains or in their cities. I'll have to do a video on that shit. I'll probably catch heat, but I don't give a fuck. Those kids are fucking straight lames. Fucking lames. They don't know anything. They're pussies. Like, they don't fight. Like, for them to be out there on the street like this, they're just fucking pussies. Ain't nothing to worry about. But yeah, fucking, that was just a little one I fucking try to do. But fucking, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to come out with more videos for you guys, and fucking, there's more followers again, which is fucking rad. But it's like, fuck, I really need to fucking get into it, and it's kind of fucking hard working in the oil field. You know what I mean? Like, I have to work, I have to provide, you know what I mean? I don't do that anymore. I don't hot freight trains. And a lot of it I did erase out of my fucking mind because it did give me PTSD. It fucked with my head a lot, especially doing drugs all those years on the street. Like fucking some shit gets screwed up, you know what I mean? It's fucking it's hard to integrate back into society after living a life like that because you're a fucking animal, you know what I mean? Especially when you're involved in these train gang kind of things. When I look at it, it's not like a real gang thing. It's like crews, you know what I mean? Like I like to look at it as like the greaser shit, you know what I mean? Like I'm all about that shit. 50s. If I can go to the 50s, I would. If I can go to the 80s, I would. Fuck the 60s. I ain't really about that hippie shit. Um, Grew up in the 90s, so I'm a 90s baby. Um, but even now, it's like there's 2000s, like these new generations is fucking lame. Like everyone wants to be like, fuck, I don't know, gangster or what they think is gangster or thugs or fucking lame. To each their own, you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. But I'm not talking about like the actual gangs or like people that are in gangs. I'm talking about like these kids that think they're harder and they're in gangs and they idolize and they're nothing. You know what I mean? They're all talk. They don't back anything up. No one fights anymore. Like I don't carry a gun out here. You know what I mean? Like that's just lame shit to me. Like I like fist greaser shit, fucking knives, like chains. Like that was just my shit. I used to carry around a fucking hatchet. I never used it on anyone. You know what I mean? I just have it. You know, backpack, be able to pull out, have it in my waistline in my pants. So I could pull it out if I had to. Cause you do. I mean, you come across shit out there on the streets where it's like you have to beat other motherfuckers crazy, you know what I mean? But like I've tried to said, you know, I've been through Barrios, I've been through fucking all over San Bernardino, fucking Oakland, and you know, gangsters didn't really fuck with us train hopping kids because they seen that report where this hopping freight trains. I mean, yeah, you get beat up sometimes because you'll get drunk and act out of line and do dumb shit, but they see that you're in a gang, they're like, what the fuck? These homeless guys in a fucking gang of fucking train hoppers, like they trip out. Especially when you get locked up in a train hopper. Like they trip, you know, no one ever fucking like tripped on me, like what the fuck's up? It was always just like, damn, especially the white boys, that's how I became a wood, you know what I mean? They want to hear stories like, damn, bro. And like you'll have a whole crowd of you in county jail and they're just like, what the fuck? Like tripping on it, you know what I mean? Like it's something new that they've never fucking heard. And I'm sure that a lot of you that are my followers haven't heard a lot of this shit or doesn't know that this went on out there in the world, but it does, you know what I mean? I don't know. I see train hoppers roll through here and I'll throw them cash, you know what I mean? I'll throw them down gear. Like if I have a sleeping bag and a camping stove in my car, I'll just give it to them, you know what I mean? Stuff like that because I've been there, you know what I mean? I am humble, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's just not my thing anymore. I wouldn't hop trains anymore. And I have some of you pussy fucking internet gangbangers. Yeah, come back to the rails and we'll get you. No, you won't. No, you fucking won't. I guarantee fucking you won't. But whatever. Um, Everyone fucking out there that's fucking keeping tuned in with me and keeps fucking subscribing and putting comments. Fuck yeah, dude. I fucking appreciate it. This is just my story. It's just life after all that shit. Um, just growing up, being a man, fucking being there for my daughter, my family, my girl. Oil field. If you guys want to hear more oil field shit, what's going on, fucking let me know. Cause that's just kind of my thing right now of where I'm taking this channel. I'm still filling it out, you know what I mean? And some of you are still subscribing. I have the people that want to hear all the violence, you know what I mean? And then some of you want to hear the oil field shit. And it's like, and someone told me like they don't want to hear about jail and shit, and I understand that. Fuck yeah, because I'm not a after prison after jail channel. I'm not. You know, I've never been to fucking prison. If I do get another charge, I'm done. 8 years out here in New Mexico, but it's what I'm trying not to do. And you know, like everything, I'm just trying to stay straight. You know what I mean? And I fuck up. You know what I mean? Like I ain't perfect, and sometimes I slip and I fall, but I always get back up. Now it's not how I used to be. I'd slip and then stay strung out for fucking months, years. It ain't nothing like that. I try not to drink at all. I try not to hang out with people like that anymore. I'm not that strong yet. Like I can't go hang out with someone on drugs or else I'm gonna do it, you know. And I'm not the kind of person that, oh, I'm just gonna do one little line or one little puff. Like I'm gonna do it all. You know what I mean? Everything that's there is mine now, and I'm real hardcore about shit like that. So it's I'm not trying hard. I don't know, judge a character, whatever. I hope you guys all stay positive. You guys keep kicking it with me. If you guys need tips on being sober or fucking things to do to keep your mind busy, reading, working out, getting a job. It's not that hard. People are like, oh, I can't get a job. I have face tats, or I'm a felon. That's bullshit. Come out here to the oil. Well, not right now. Shit's really fucking dying out and real slow in the oil field right now. But you know what I mean? When it does pick up, as soon as you hear that shit's picking up, go to Texas, go to North Dakota, Wyoming, here in New Mexico. Like, fuck, dude, it's the most money you'll ever make in your life. I mean, I've sold drugs, I've done all that fucking life too, and I never got me anywhere, you know what I mean? And it could have got me a long time in prison, but now, like, the oil field, like, fat checks, man, fat fucking checks, where, like, you don't have to worry about anything. Hey, I want to go get a Red Bull, I want to go get a can of dip, I want to fucking get a vape, I want to get my girl something nice, I want to get some nice shit, you know what I mean? It's like, it's like you can live, you know what I mean? Yeah, you're gonna have to work, but anyways, I lost track, guys. Sorry, I get off on shit. You guys stay up. Thanks for staying tuned in with me. You guys all stay blessed and fucking keep grinding. Deuces.